Hello everyone, welcome to the class. So today we are discuss about the newspaper, the Hindu newspaper, 13 जनवरी 2025. ठीक है. So आज की पहली न्यूज़ है हमारी मगन रेग्स participation among APS Chanchuis. Chankas tribe remains dismally low, show study by NGO. ठीक है. MGNREGS क्या है, ठीक है, इसके बारे में हम पढ़ेंगे और ये क्या आज के बारे में मतलब आज की न्यूज़ में ये क्यों आया है. ठीक है. सो दे सर्व अंडर utilization of the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme in areas with Chankas populations, exacerbating the socio-economic vulnerabilities of the particularly vulnerable tribal group, according to a study by LibTech India and NGO. ठीक है. एंड इसके बारे में चलो देखते हैं कि क्या होता है. व्हाट इज चैंकस. ओके. सो द Chankas tribe in Andhra Pradesh is encountering growing difficulties as a result of the discontinuation of the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Chankas special project which has negatively impacted their livelihood, food security and access to essential services such as healthcare and education. And now the Chankas also called Chankuveru, ठीक है, or Chankuvar is numerically the smallest scheduled tribe of Odisha. Okay, remember this कि इसको और दूसरे नाम से भी जाना जाता है, नोन एज चैंकुवेरू एंड चैंकवार is numerically the smallest scheduled tribe of Odisha, and their traditional way of life has been based on hunting and food gathering. They are considered one of the oldest Telugu speaking tribe. Okay, Telugu speaking tribe and based on hunting and food gathering. They are one of the 12 particularly vulnerable tribal group PVTGs in Andhra Pradesh, and a classification given to tribe with low literacy, stagnant population growth, and limited access to development. Next one is they mainly reside in forested regions, including the Nallamala and forest and surrounding areas, relying on forest produce for their livelihoods. And what is Magan Regs? It is one of the largest work guarantee program in the world, launched in 2005 by the Ministry of Rural Development, and it provides a legal guarantee for the 100 days of employment in every financial year to adult members, so to any rural household willing to public work related unskilled manual work at the statutory minimum wage. सो मेजर ट्राइब इन इंडिया, ये देखो आप, मतलब बहुत सारे ट्राइब्स हैं हमारे इंडिया में जो मेजर हैं, बहुत सारे हैं. सो इनको आप देख लेना. लीगल राइट टू वर्क. Unlike earlier employment guarantee scheme, the Act aimed at addressing the cause of chronic poverty and through a right-based framework. And at least 1/3 of beneficiaries have to be women, and wages must be paid according to the statutory minimum wages specified for agriculture laborers in the state under the Minimum Wages Act 1948. Okay. So next is IMD, India's weather trackers. IMD. Okay. So इसके बारे में क्या है, मतलब IMD, Indian Meteorological Department, on January 15, 2025. Okay, the India Meteorological Department (IMD) will turn 150 years old. Okay, and the organization was set up by the provincial British government in the country in 1875, and its first imperial meteorological reporter was Henry Francis Blandford. Okay, the IMD genesis can be traced to the importance of the monsoon over South Asia, and the formation and effects of cyclones from the Indian Ocean. Its formation was particularly accelerated by the 1864 Calcutta cyclone. Okay, it was originally headquartered in Calcutta, but by 1944 had moved to New Delhi. Okay, and independent India, the IMD became a member of the World Meteorological Department organization in 1949. So, the IMD currently operates 6 regional meteorological centers, a meteorological center in every state capital, plus a panoply to centers for various meteorological services. So, now, what is Indian Meteorological Department? Indian Meteorological Department, with the mandate of providing public weather services, will complete 150 years of presence on 15th January 2025. To mark this milestone, IMD plans a nationwide celebration in all sub-offices from January 15, 2024 to January 15, 2024. 25, okay, January 15, 2024 to January 15, 2025. So, Indian Meteorological Department is the national meteorological services of the country, and the principal government agency in all matter relating to meteorological and allied subjects, and it is an agency of the Ministry of Earth Science and Government of India. Its objective, to take meteorological observations and to provide current and forecast meteorological information for optimum operation of weather sensitive activities like agriculture and irrigation, shipping, aviation, and offshore oil explorations, etc., and to warn against severe weather phenomena like tropical cyclones. Okay, tropical cyclones, nor'westers, dust storm, and heavy rain, snow, old and heavy wave, etc., which cause destruction of life and property. मतलब कहने का ये कि जो आईएमडी का ऑब्जेक्टिव है वो है कि मतलब वेदर के फिनोमिना को वार्न करने का, ठीक है, लाइक ट्रॉपिकल साइक्लोन्स और हेवी रेन, स्नो, कोल्ड हीट वेव्स, कोल्ड या ये सारी कोल्ड एंड हीट वेव्स, तो ये सारी चीज़ें जो कि डिस्टर्ब करती है हमारी लाइफ एंड प्रॉपर्टी को. ओके, एंड टू प्रोवाइड मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट statics required for agriculture, water resources and management, and industries, oil exploration, and other nation building activities. So, to conduct the promote and research in meteorological and allied disciplines. Now, it's a historical background. In 1864, two devastating cyclones hit Kolkata and the Andhra coast, causing significant loss of life. The severity of these calamities highlighted the absence of a system to monitor atmospheric parameters, leading to the establishment of the Indian Meteorological Department in 1875. An advancement in cyclone forecasting. The IMD experienced the pivotal moment in 1999 during the Odisha super cyclone, so promoting significant investment in technology and manpower. Since then, cyclone related casualties have notably decreased, attribute to IMD's effective forecast. IMD's cyclone forecast now serve not just India but the entire neighborhood, with us many as 13 countries in the region operating their cyclone management system using this forecast. Okay, remember that is it's not just in India but the entire neighborhood countries, uh, with as many as 13 countries as the region operating their cyclone management system using the forecast. So, diversified role initially focused on weather forecasting. IMD now provides specialized services for elections, supporting events, space launches, and various sectors. Global role and recognition. IMD's enhanced capabilities have led to its recognition uh, as the regional climate center for South Asia, and the IMD has partnered to contribute to the United States yearly warning for all. Okay, and program for which 30 countries have been identified. Now, next news is African tiger fishes, यानी कि Hydrocycnus vittatus in the Okavango River in Botswana. Okay, freshwater environment cover about 1% of the Earth's surface, but accounts for more than 10% of known species. In new study in Nature, researchers assessed the status of 23,496 species of freshwater animal and found 24% of them to be at high risk of extinction. So, African tiger fish, Hydrocygnus, swim in the Okavango River in Botswana. Okavango river in बोत्सवाना साउथ अफ्रीका में है. ओके, ये शेयर करता है, मतलब पासेस करता है थ्रू 3 कंट्रीज को. एंगोला Okavango River passes through 3 countries like Angola, Namibia, and Botswana. Okay, the fourth longest river in river system in South Africa. Okay, fourth longest river system in South Africa, कौन सी? Okavango River. So the Okavango River is a 1,600 kilometer long river system in southwest Africa that flow into the Kalahari Desert. Okay, Kalahari Desert में ये flow करती है. Now, a recent study published in Nature found that 24% of 23,496 freshwater animal species are at high risk of extinction. The study found that the highest threat level were in crustaceans 30%, followed by fish 26%, and dragon flies and demersal flies 16%. The study's lead author, conservationist Catherine Sayer, said that the main threats to freshwater species are population, dams, and water extraction, agriculture, invasive species, and over harvesting. Okay. Now, freshwater ecosystems are important because they support a diverse range of species. Remember that freshwater ecosystems are important because they support a diverse range of species and provide ecosystem services like carbon sequestration and food and medicine. Next topic is India-US joint Soro Boys. ठीक है, Sono Boys, a production line expected to the ready by 2027. Okay, so today next topic is India-US joint Sono Boys production line expected to be ready by 2027. The system will be co-produced in India in partnership with the defense public sector undertaking Bharat Dynamics Limited. Okay, so India and the US announced cooperation on co-production of US Sono Boys for UNDRESA Domain Awareness UDA for the Indian Navy. Now about sonobuoys. The sonobuoys are small and expandable devices used in underwater acoustics and sonar systems to detect submarines and other hostile objects and to carry out precision attack to eliminate threats. Okay, and sonobuoys are deployed from aircraft or ships activate upon water impact. They have an inflatable float with a radio transmitter which stays at the surface to maintain communication. Underwater hydrophones are deployed to a selected depth to capture acoustic signals. These signals are then transmitted via very high frequency, okay, or ultra high frequency UHF radius to operator for real time analysis. It's expected to become operational by 2027, and the production is split across US and India. In in accordance with Make in India principle. Okay, remember that production is split across the US and India in accordance with Make in India principle, and it is expected to become operational by 2027. And the sonobuoys co-produced in India are interchangeable and interoperable between US Navy and Indian Navy. So its significance, after maritime domain awareness, UDA has emerged as a key focus area for India and among the Quad. India moved to produce US sonobuoys with a transfer of technology to augment underwater threat detection capabilities in view of the increasing Chinese presence in the region. It's going to be crucial to ensure that this part of the region will remain safe and secure for trade, commerce, and prosperity. Overview of India and US bilateral relations. Since India's independence ties with the United States have weathered the Cold War era, distrust and stress management over India's nuclear program. Relations have warmed in recent years. Cooperation have strengthened across a range of economic and political areas. Bilateral trade, the bilateral trade between two countries risen has 72% between 2017 to 18 and 2023 22 to 23. The US accounted for 18% of the gross FDI inflow into India during 2021 to 22, ranking second behind Singapore. Defense security, India and US have signed a troika of foundational pacts, okay, for deep military cooperation, beginning with the logistic exchange memorandum of agreement LEMOA LIMOA in 2016. Okay, logistic action memorandum of agreement in 2016 between India and US have signed a troika of fundamental pacts, okay, and followed by the communication capabilities and security agreement COMCESA. 1 second. Okay, after the first 2+2 dialogue in 2018, and then the basic exchange and cooperation agreement BECA in 2020. Okay, now in 2016 the United States elevated India to a major defense partner, a status no other country hold. Okay, space Artemis Accord signed by India established a common vision for the future of space exploration for the benefit of all humankind. And the United States and India cooperate through the bilateral civil space joint working group. Okay, by United States and India cooperate through the bilateral Civil Space Joint Working Group. Multilateral cooperation, India and United States cooperate closely in multilateral organizations and fora including the UN, United Nations, G20, Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN जिसको हम बोलते हैं, and related fora, International Monetary Fund, IMF, World Bank, WB, World Trade Organization, WTO, including these groups multilateral cooperation. Okay, in India and United States cooperate करता closely in multilateral organization and fora, okay, including these all groups. And together with Australia and Japan, the United States and India convene as the Quad and a diplomatic network to promote a free and open Indo-Pacific. Nuclear cooperation, a civil nuclear deal with signed in 2005. Under the agreement, India agrees to separate its civil and military nuclear facilities and place all its civil resources under International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA safeguard. And exchange, the United States agreed to work toward full civil nuclear cooperation with India. ओके, सो आई होप ये सारे टॉपिक आप सभी को क्लियर हो चुके होंगे, ठीक है. और अगर आपको इनकी पीडीएफ चाहिए, आज की क्लास की पीडीएफ चाहिए, डेली क्लास की आपको पीडीएफ चाहिए, तो आप डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में टेलीग्राम चैनल का लिंक दिया हुआ है, उसको ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. वहाँ पे आपको इसकी पीडीएफ मिल जाएगी. बिकॉज ये जो मैं सारे टॉपिक लाती हूँ, ये सारे टॉपिक्स मेंस के पर्सपेक्टिव से भी बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं. सारी उनका कंक्लूजन, उनका क्या इंपॉर्टेंस होता है ना, सारी चीज़ें लाती हूँ. सो आपको अगर टेलीग्राम चैनल ज्वाइन कर लेंगे तो आपको वहाँ पे पीडीएफ मिल जाएगा. ओके, तो चलिए आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं. कल नेक्स्ट क्लास में मिलते हैं. तब तक के लिए बाय. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.